Hey guys, Smitty here with Just Piddlin Barbecue. Today we're back out here at the barbecue shed. We're going to do 2 pork butts, one on the Pro 575 and one on the Pro 780, so stay tuned. Alright, welcome back. So today we're back out here in the barbecue shed finally. It's great to be back out here. I thought today we would do 2 pork butts, one on the 575 and one on the 780, just to show the differences between the two as far as size comparison, side-by-side comparison with pork butts on them, so you can kind of get an idea of maybe you cook a little more food than the 575 is going to give you as far as capacity goes, or maybe the 780 is going to be too big for you and you want to go with the 575. So we're going to cook them side by side, see how they cook, and give you a size comparison for both of them. This pork butt's about 7 pounds. This one's a little over 8 pounds. So we're going to put this one on the 575 and this one on the 780. Just looking at them, there's not a whole lot of trimming that needs to be done to these. I mean, they're really pretty uniform as far as all that goes. So we're just going to go with it just like this. I'm going to score the top of these pork butts probably about an inch and a half apart on the fat cap side. And that's just to let that rub and that smoke penetrate that fat cap a little bit. Don't have to be perfect with it. Alright, so that's how we're going to do that. Now, as a binder, we're going to use a little bit of olive oil, just like I always do on my pork butts. Go ahead and rub this side down, but this is going to be the side that is up for me. So I'm going to go ahead and flip these over and season the bottom side first, so I don't have to flip them back over again and again. So let's put a binder on this side. And again, these look really good. I caught them on a great deal as well. These were 99 cents a pound, so you can't beat that. So these are rubbed down nice, little money muscle on this end. So that one's got a nice one too right there. Now for seasoning, first thing we're going to go on with is Traeger's Summer Shanty. We're going to go in with that. It's got a lot of nice herbs, some citrus notes with it. And me and my brother, we used this on some pork butts and they turned out really good, and I've kind of liked using this on pork butts ever since. I'm going to go in with that. And then in this container I've got a mixture of Traeger pork and poultry and Traeger coffee rub. So now we're just going to go on top with a nice coating of the pork and poultry and coffee rub mixture. Pat it in as we go. Make sure we get all the sides as well. Let's get the other one. We've got all the flip sides and the sides and all the other sides. Now we're going to get this side. We're going to run today at 250 degrees on both of them, and in both of them we have Signature Series Traeger pellets that we're going to run. I think that's going to work out well with it, and we're really just going to put them on and let the grills do the work. They've already been preheating for a little while. It's been a while since I've run both of them, so Before I started them back up, I went ahead and cleaned them out really well, checked my pellets. I made a mistake on the 780. I left the lid of the hopper open for a day or two when it rained out here, and I've got a leak in the ceiling, and it must have been dripping right in the corner of my hopper. And I noticed it because those pellets were swelled up in that corner. So I got my shop back out here, removed all those pellets that soaked up that moisture, made sure everything was nice and clean, and made sure my pellets were clean. Went ahead and fired them up, got both of them up to temperature, make sure they're holding temperature really well, and everything's good to go. So let's get these things on. All right, we're gonna go on with the big one first. This is the Pro 780. This is a little over 8-pound pork butt. I'm gonna fat cap up on it, and just for reference, I'm gonna put it right in the middle. You can see we could probably fit, if I put it sideways, 1, 2, probably 6 pork butts on the bottom row. You still got the top shelf as well. And then on the 575, this is about a 7-pounder. I'll put it in the middle as well. You can probably put 4 pork butts on it. And then there is a top shelf as well. I just have it off. Alright, and that's how we're going to go with it. Both of them are at 240 something degrees. Coming back up to temp after we had the lids open. It's about 9:30 in the morning on Saturday morning. And so we'll let you know how long both of these cook. We'll see if they cook evenly. And we're just going to enjoy the day. So we'll see you back in a little bit. Alright, after 3 hours, let's get a little update here. That was looking good on the 780. And now let's check out the 575. Looking good as well. Beautiful. Alright guys, it's been about 8 hours. I set the temp probes at 165 degrees and it just reached that point, so now we're going to take them off, wrap them in tin foil, and get them back on. Both of these smokers have been cooking really consistent, really evenly. Looks like the 575 might be cooking just a tad faster, but the color on both of these is awesome. You'll get to see that when I take these off, so let's get them off. Let's go ahead and get these off. And then look at that. Beautiful so far. Nice little crust on it. Let's get them wrapped up quick though, because the flies out here are terrible. So we want to get these wrapped up quickly. Wrap it up as tight as you can. I'm going to do double layers of tin foil. Wrap it up really tight. And get it back on. I'm going to put the temp probe back in just so I can keep an eye on it. Now let's get the other one. This one's a little smaller. This is off the 575. Looks good as well. Smells amazing. Nice and tight. Streamlined, ready to go back on. Temp probe goes back in, and now we wait. Alright guys, the butt on the 575 is done, so we're going to go ahead and take it off, put it in the pan and let it rest. It was about 1.5 pounds smaller than the one on the 780, so it got done a little bit quicker. We're gonna go ahead and get it off now, let it rest. It shouldn't be much longer, and the one on the 780 is gonna be done as well. Alright guys, it's been about an extra 45 minutes for this other butt that's about a pound and a quarter, pound and a half larger than the other one, which is about right. But now it's probe tender, and we're going to get it off, let them rest, and then we're going to open them up and see what we got. Man, that smells good. Oh boy, did work. Alright guys, these have been resting for about an hour and a half now in tinfoil. Just got them out of the tinfoil and put them in these pans. The bark looks amazing on both of them. This is the one that come off the Pro 575. This is the one that come off of the Pro 780. The smaller one was done probably about 45 minutes to an hour before the larger one on the 780, but that's kind of to be expected. But we want to pull them apart now and see kind of how they turned out. And right off the bat, that bone come out very easily. You can see right there, it's fall off the bone tender. Pulling apart, falling apart, beautiful. Let's check out the one off the 780. And there you go. Beautiful bone. Falling apart, pulling apart, just like the other one. I mean, they're identical. There really is no difference. The only difference between the two is going to be your size and what size grill you need. If you've got a smaller family, the 575 might be the ticket. If you've got a need to cook larger meals on occasion, or you've got a larger family, you might want to go with the 780. But either way, man, beautiful pieces of meat on both of them. Give it a little taste test before we pull them apart all the way and put some sauce on them. I gotta tell you, we've been doing a lot of briskets lately, but I have missed this pork. That's still my favorite, no doubt about it. Let me pull this stuff apart, get some sauce on it, and then I'll show you what the end product looks like. Alright folks, we've got both these pork butts pulled apart and cleaned up. Got all the nasty fat out of it and incorporated some of the good fat back into the meat. And now to finish it off, just like we normally do, I'll have to clean that. We're going to add a little bit of our sauce to the mix. And this is how we do our barbecue here at the house. And this is how Mama did it at her restaurant when she had it. I will say one thing, the bark on the smaller pork butts seemed to be a little bit better. Maybe it was smaller and took more of the heat, but both of them turned out great. I've already tried a little bit from both, and they turned out fantastic. And just kind of incorporate that sauce in with it, and you've got yourself plenty of barbecue for family and friends to eat. Mix it in really good. I see that piece right there has got my name on it. That's good stuff. Great cook today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the videos. Maybe this helps some of you make a choice on what size grill you need, and some barbecue tips as well. Till next time, we'll be piddling. Thank you.